I'm ready as I'm ever going to be.
Hello, wrestling fans, and welcome to a Wrestling Gab. That's Dalitha. I'm Travis. It's Friday. That means it's time for Triple H ran, or Tony Khan ran, Smackdown.
It's wrestling time. We don't know what show we're watching, but it's happening.
Doesn't matter. They're the same diff.
Same show. Anyways, we got people in the chat. We got Walter with us tonight. Chris and Ravi are with us. Don't know if P-Claw is having some issues with a hurricane or if he had issues with a hurricane. I saw that it went all the way up into the United States.
Watch out. There's a hurricane coming through.
Not the wrestler guy, just hurricane in general. Anyways, Walter says, hi, Travis. Hi, Daphne. And Walter also says, Smackdown, good matches. Okay, at 9 p.m. I'm going to be here Monday for Raw.
Ooh, there's
Still
good matches?
Here.
I'm excited for good matches.
Chris says, what up, guys?
What up?
And Ravi says, pull up your pants and stand up tall. It's time for Smackdown.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's time, all right. It's time.
Chin up, tits out. Watch for the shoe.
Watch for the shoe. All the shoes. Oh, they're starting out with Randy.
Randall Orton.
Oh, Randall. The Viper. Randy Orton.
The Viper.
He's a 14-time world champion. And he has voices all up in his brain noggin.
Heard about
And he
that.
thinks he's cool with it. He thinks that having a mental illness is cool. Ravi says, what delights you got for us tonight on the Gab D? I don't have any delights. What's your delight?
Those kids are all dressed like Cody. They had the whole jackets on everything.
Did they?
Yeah,
They're
he
like,
was
we
talking
love
to
you,
him.
Cody. And he's like, ugh.
So amazing. Respect and love.
Respect and love. We grow with love.
Yeah.
Sophie's now in the chat. Sophie says, hi, they announced a 2-night SummerSlam for 2025.
I seen that. I put it in my schedule. If I was Britain.
Robbie says, oh, I read that. He hasn't said anything since. Thought he said something new, but he didn't. It was all fake and lies.
Off the shizzle for hizzle.
Fake and lies, fake and lies.
Randy Orton. He's in wrestling gear, so he's probably got a match. And they probably announced it last week, but I've already forgot it, so.
It's probably a whatchamacallit match.
Elimination.
No, like they do two people together.
Oh my god, his partner would have already been out there. They've been playing this song for like 10 minutes.
His partner wouldn't be allowed. It's fine.
They're wasting as much time as they possibly can.
They're like, we know what
They're
it's
like,
gonna
we
be.
don't have enough wrestling.
They're like, we have to make sure we know what we're going to do when we make it a 3-hour show.
Longer entrances. Like boxing. Oh, he has a mic.
Oh, no, he's going to talk to us some.
What do you think he's going to say?
I don't know. Sophie says, we only got hit with rain and wind during the hurricane. Excuse me. Robbie says, that screen is hiding your peach of a face, D. Oh,
I have
God.
a question.
You have to see my ugliness. Good for everybody.
What else would you get hit by in a hurricane?
Cows. Definitely cows.
Besides wind
I think
and
sharks. Maybe
Sharknado
a
type thing?
stingray. Some eels.
Alligators in your neighborhood. I've seen that.
Ooh, yeah, and the alligators will come. He's going to count the amount of people that trust everything.
I did not watch the Vince documentary yet, so. It's fine to give spoilers, though, because I could give a shit less.
Well, other people might care, so don't.
Well, it's been a week.
Doesn't matter. Some people might not have. Maybe they're on
It isn't the Sixth Sense.
Maybe they are on a rotation of streaming services.
Baby.
Yeah, he did. What's your point?
Randy's got to go against Cody now.
Oh my God, like he had a choice. They made him not have a choice. Oh God, why do we have to have all this stupid
We
talking?
have to have an explanation.
Why do we have to have a talking point all the time, though?
Because it's called cinema.
Was there any Kleenexes in here?
Yeah. A whole box of them.
Nice.
Somebody brought them from work. They were in a bag.
What's work? That's ridiculous.
That's when you change your time for money. Did he just vape?
Who?
Randall.
Randy?
Yeah, he just blew smoke out of his mouth.
I have no idea, sweetie. I wasn't really looking at the screen. I was looking at the chat. Let's see. Sophie says, rip to Dane Maggie Smith. She was a big part of the Harry Potter movies. Sure was.
She was in my favorite movie of all time.
Minerva McGonagall. Plus a whole bunch of other movies that she's been in. Like the old school stuff. Clash of the Titans is what he's yakking
Clash
about.
of the Titans in 1980.
Right.
Classic!
All right, Sophie also says next week, Nick Aldis announced a triple threat tag team ladder match for the WWE Tag Team Championships.
That's exciting.
That better?
Better than what, sweetie? You're the one that has to live with them.
What they looked like.
They're shorter.
Yeah, they're shorter. Anyways, Sophie says MJF is scheduled to be in Happy Gilmore 2.
Nice. I wonder if he
Cool.
eats pieces of shit for breakfast. You think? You eat pieces of shit for breakfast?
Ew, not pieces of shit. Ravi says, did you think the storyline are better written on SmackDown? Did you think? Why would we think that?
No.
That's strange.
I don't think either of them are better. They're the same. It's the same show. Same company. The only reason it's even remotely feels better is because it's shorter. And they don't have that third hour that stretches. Because Raw loses it. They're like, I don't know what to do for the first 30 minutes. And then we'll put like a 30-minute main event. But it's not really a 30-minute main event. They just like introduce one wrestler at a time. And then go to commercial, and then when they come back, they start the match, and then they go to commercial, then they do some stuff, and then they go to commercial, then they come back, and then they end the match.
Ooh, ending the matches.
So, yeah. But if they had a 2-hour show, they wouldn't be allowed to do all that extra crap. Randy, 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 Randy.
Candida's calling me. I'm going to take this.
Yeah. Answer.
Hello. Hey. Yeah, I figured you would. I was like,
Oh. Yeah, he's a bit of a fool, teaming with Roman Reigns. How about a foolish coward? Cody, Cody, Cody. Yeah, because Roman has a word. I don't know why people want to see Roman and Cody team up, but whatever. It's all good. Only tribal chief. Only tribal chief. There's only one tribal chief. Randy is just a big old dude. Time to get rid of the mutant bloodline. Of course, Randy's going to shake his hand. But hold it close. Yeah, don't make it a problem, Cody. Uh-oh, here comes Kevin Owens. Wonder if he's got something to complain about, too. All right, well, Kevin Owens is out there. Randy lets him in the ring. Men usually only do that for the women, so that's interesting to see him hold the ropes for Kevin. Who the fuck is this? Oh, God. Bloodline. Might as well come out, Bloodline. Those 3 guys will whoop your 4 guys' ass. I think Solo has makeup on. Just saying, it looks like he has some eyeliner on. Yeet! Yeet! Is Roman here tonight? Not that they would need him. Yeet. 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 Well, it's a different bloodline. Yeet. Yeet. Shut it. Shut your stupid face. Yeah. Cody didn't like that. He just got booted. There's 3 of us. And then he's like, "No, we don't want you, Cody. You already got yourself a tag team partner of bad blood. We're going to handle this. You worry about that." There was a definitive winner. The glow was in the ropes. You can't pin somebody with your feet in the ropes. Bayley versus Naomi. Let's see if Tiffany can explain it to her. Whoa. Why is she getting physical with Tiff? Poor Tiffany getting bullied. Damn, those earrings she has on are just ripping her earlobes. Don't get too close to her face. Or Tiffany. All right, well, it's happening now. Really? So Bayley still comes out to damage control? That's weird. She's not damage control. She looks like the Michelle Rodriguez or whatever her name is, the girl on what was that show called? Dungeons and Dragons. Bayley's putting on quite a bit of weight, hasn't she? Dang! Now we got Naomi coming out next, and we're going to have ourselves a good old-fashioned hoedown in Oklahoma. Should be fun for everybody involved in the wrestling. Yeet. Get WrestleMania tickets coming out October 25th. Sunday night football. BK, have it your way. Sorry, Dee will be back in a minute. And there's commercials, so I just got to be entertaining. I would get up and dance or something. Let's dance. I don't know how long she's going to be. She's on the phone. Just waiting on the wrestling to start back up, but we do have Bayley out in the ring, and then we will have Naomi shortly thereafter. And the winner will go on to face Nia Jax at Bad Blood for the Women's Championship. Which should be a good one. Maybe Tiffany will cash in. The only reason I don't think she's going to cash in, I mean, she can because they do anything they want, but is that briefcase she has, they still have them on, like, a pre-order. So they're seeing how many people buy them before they release them. And I don't know if the sales are up or down, but if they're down, then she can cash in. But if they're up or consistent, I would assume they'll just keep them on pre-order. It says if you go to the WWE shop, it'll actually tell you on there that they have the briefcases available, and you will get it no later than December 18th. And it's like, what do you mean no later than December 18th? I've been looking at it since August or July or whenever she won it, because the second that Nia showed her the new briefcase, I went on, it was there, and pre-ordered it. So I would assume I was one of the top 100,000, whatever, 100, I don't know how many people bought them. But I was in the first wave of them because I was doing it as they were showing it on the television. Got it ordered and still don't have it, but it'll be the Tiffy briefcase. So we'll go on the women's side, I'll put it over there or something. Or maybe start stacking them. Because I would assume they're going to do this every year. So either the woman or the man's winner each year will be a big deal. Look at that, Cardi B. Cardi B, I think she was an exotic dancer. I think that's how she got her fame. But she looked pretty good right there. Next August, we're going to have wrestling in New Jersey. But tonight we do have Solo Sikoa, Jacob Fatu going one-on-one with Kevin Owens and Randy Orton. Should be interesting. Will not Randy, but will Roman show up during that match? Interesting. There's Naomi. Hopefully she doesn't quit during this match. All right, there's the bell. We're underway. Bayley versus the quitter, Naomi. I think Naomi has her hair sprayed into, or her name sprayed into her hair. And then she's got the skip bow on her outfit. The draw 4 or whatever is what it looks like to me. I'm assuming that's what it is. That is crazy. Or Uno, wasn't it? Uno, not skip bow. Uno. She's got the Uno outfit on. Maybe because she thinks she's number 1. Look at that. Rolls her through. So close. Bayley, come on. You should have already won this match. You're 10 times better than this broad. All right, they're shoving each other. These two were friends as of before the match, but it looks like Bayley's got a fiery temper. Quitter into the ropes. Bayley holds on because Bayley's the superior athlete here. Shoulder blocks, takes her down. Jumps over the top. Bayley has put on quite a bit of weight, though. 1, 2, and Naomi's still looking good. She has been taking care of her physique. Oh, arm drag right there off the ropes. Or like a tornado arm drag. Into a bulldog. Spinning bulldog. There it is. Kip up by Naomi, sort of. Into a stripper move. Thrust kick. She in the draw 4 or just the wild card? With the little spinnerami. Corkscrew. Uh-oh, are we going to get another commercial? Sure are. Anyways, just waiting on Dee to come back, so you guys are welcome to chat. Hopefully you're hanging out in the background, paying attention to us. But she's on the phone. It's important, so just taking our time. Lays. You're a friend and a confidant. Mr. Clean, Mr. Clean. Whoa, whoa, it's magic, you know. Anyways, we're just waiting on the wrestling to come back. Naomi and Bayley are in the middle of a match right now, but we are on a full commercial. They didn't want to put in a little picture-in-picture. Not sure why, but they're not into that, I guess, on SmackDown. Wah, wah, wah. All right, well, we're just waiting on the wrestling to start back up so I can tell you what's going on, because right now all I can tell you is that they're selling X chairs on the interweb. Woo! Holy Smackdown. We're 30 minutes in. Taking a patient's drugs. Were they legal drugs or illegal drugs? What kind of drugs is it? Brilliant Minds. Anybody been watching that? What We Do in the Shadows might be the greatest series I've ever seen. It is so stinking funny. Nandor the Relentless is a stud. All right. It looked like Bayley is on top of this one. Into the ropes. Hits her with an arm. There we go. Oh, belly to back. Naomi lands on her head, spins to the outside. Bayley looks like she's going to go after her. This could get ugly. Oh, Bayley did complete it, though. Oh, there it is. Rear view. It's over. 1, 2, 3. No! Bayley kicked out. What? Oh. Naomi's trying to keep her boobs in. All right, back and forth. A little hockey fighting in the middle of the ring. Into the ropes. Nope, Naomi reversed it. Thrust kick, sort of. Like a chopping thrust kick. Soccer style kick. Uh-oh. Bam. I don't know what you would call that. Laying down pile driver. Naomi is getting super frustrated. Bum, 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 bum. Uh-oh. There it is. Side kick right to the face. Naomi up to the second rope. Up to the very top. Tippy top. Neck breaker. 1, 2. Into a triangle? Oh, no. She's going to pick her up. Go into a suplex. Can't get Bayley up. Bayley got her up a Gort Buster. Bayley needs to get in shape, or they're going to end up letting her go. Oh, no! That was enough, though. She hit her head on that bottom turnbuckle. 1, 2. Naomi kicking out. 2. 2 counts in a row. Bayley wants to be on top, but you got to perform and you got to take care of yourself. Maybe she's going through some depression. There it is! No! She was going for that Bayley to belly, but it did not work. Naomi, bulldog right into the turnbuckle. Naomi going up top. Naomi got it. It's over. No, nobody was home. Bayley got her. Bayley to belly. Here comes that elbow drop. Can she jump? Let's see if she jumps or just falls. Just falls. Bam! There's that elbow drop. That could do it. 1, 2, 3. Bayley wins, as she should. Look at that bruise on her underarm there, on her left underarm. Damn! But in the end, Nothing really matters. Poor Bailey. Ugh. Naomi's pretty upset. She could quit. We don't want that to happen, do we? Again. Terribly frustrated. What's she gonna do? Is she gonna go back in there? So nothing. I guess Naomi just turned around and watched. Hey, there's $1 million title right there behind Michael Cole. And now we get Andrade and Carmelo again for the umpteenth time. There's Andrade in the back. There's LA. Some random girl that he was talking to. Oh, God! The midget come just flying in there. Knocked LA Knight clean out. He got knocked out by a little person. That's hilarious. They're like keeping track of this. Match number 6. What are we going to get to? Match number 7? Are we going to go to 10? Corey, we're not getting popcorn ready. Match is dumb. Nobody's excited about it. Except for Bronson Reed. One big SOB. Is that tonight also, the Bronson Reed, Braun Strowman thing, or is that going to be at Bad Blood? Monday. Oh, that's right. That's on Raw. I was not thinking. Oh my God. That's a fucking trip, man. That's scare tactics. Oh, fuck. Next Friday at 10 after Smackdown. Human, eating human. I love it. Is he going to try it? Like, I wouldn't try horse. Somebody was trying to get me to try horse one time, and I would not eat it. And then they tricked me into eating it. And it was actually really good, so I continued to eat it. But was not happy about eating horse. So I doubt I would eat human. It's kind of gross. It's legal, but gross. "15 ways to cook. Frigid air. Well, shit. I honestly don't know how long she's going to be. I feel like it's been like 12 hours. And counting. Atlanta's underwater. I don't live in Atlanta. Damn, it's going to be 91 here tomorrow. And then it's supposed to drop off 86 on Sunday, and then we're going to be in the 70s the rest of the month. Maybe even in the 60s. Yeah, I need some hoodie weather. Get me into a hoodie. Boom, boom, boom. Green Giant. Ba-ba-ba. Sorry, guys. I am so tired today. I was hoping that she was going to carry me tonight, but she's not anyhow. But wrestling's on. Who do we got? Oh, it's Mighty Mouse. Achondroplasia, I think is what they call it. The Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. I have a hard time believing he weighs 210 pounds. Maybe that was with all of his clothes on. Hell of a fight in the back last week. And now we got match 6. They're going to run it back. All right, let's see what happens. Carmelo wins this one and they go 3-3. I would like to see Andrade go ahead and go up 4-2. But I do not see that happening. And we could also get interference from LA Knight because he was attacked in the back. So we could see him attack Hayes, which would give him the victory because then there would be a disqualification. And then Andrade would lose because of LA Knight. I feel like they need more wrestlers or something because we keep seeing these two wrestle. Is there nobody else? Hey, I got that QR code just in time. I'll order some wrestling cards. WWE. why? Oh, it's coming soon. I'm like, why isn't it working? So I have to set an alarm. I don't have an account. Sign up now. Michael Cole. This match continues, I hope. All right, well, they do have picture-in-picture this time, so we got Andrade in there with whatever his name is, Hayes. Andrade's kicking his trash, stomping on him in the corner right now. We have a goat on the other side on my time. Watching Mountain Dew commercials, there's a goat attacking some dude. It was awesome. Sorry, I'm signing up for an email so I can buy trading cards.
You're fine. We can talk later. I still have my show I'm doing, so for another hour. So.
All right, well, it looks like Dee's coming back, so things are about ready to pick up.
I love you too. Take care.
I am now officially signed in, so now I can buy
Okay.
wrestling cards,
All right. Okay.
I think.
You have to. I didn't die or anything. I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I let everybody down. I let you down. I let Liz down. Poor Master have to do a pinata by himself. I had such a great idea. I'll send it to you. I'll let you go so you can deal with David's and stuff. But I'll send you the picture of what Travis and I looked up to maybe do. So I'll send it to you.
Da, 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 da.
I don't know what they'll do with that, so we'll see. All right, sweetie.
All right, well, we got there a side headlock. Sorry, she's on the phone and she's like right there, so I didn't want to be too loud, even though she's the one
Talk to you soon, sweetie.
talking during the show.
All right, bye.
All right, she's back. It's a 911 emergency.
It's a 911 emergency.
I'm too tired to do the show.
Oh no, you've lost all your own. You were doing so good.
Not really. I've done died. And everybody's like probably talking, and I'm like, I have no idea what they're saying.
Sorry, everybody.
It's fine.
Nobody listened to it anyways, it looks like.
Well, of course they didn't. You weren't here.
It's sad. It's Friday night. They think it's hilarious. They think that if there's any indication of our chat what a Friday night 3-hour Smackdown would look like, this is it.
Well, because I don't talk.
Well, you were
tired.
talking and telling the whole what was happening with all of the
there's
things.
3 commercials and all sorts
Well,
of
now
things.
you've got stupid things on there. Nobody wants to talk about this stupid match. Good God.
I know.
Fucking
That's what I was
retarded
saying.
shit.
Achondroplasia in there with Mr.
Sorry, I have
Flair.
to get down in my shirt. My earpiece went down there. Here we go. All right.
Nice.
All right, what do we got? All right, where did we stop?
You didn't know?
Oh, it was Robbie asking about the storyline stuff, but we answered that. So we said the first 2 nights SummerSlam, and it will take place in New Jersey, not in London, as other fans thought that would be the case. Some places in Florida got hit badly, like they don't have a roof or a house. Killer Cybers in the chat. Hey, Killer, good to see you tonight. Says, hey. Sophie said, it looks like the Lucha Bros won't be in the WWE until next year because Tony Khan is going to add injured time to one of their contracts.
Right. It makes sense because Phoenix was out for a year.
He was. He
Well,
was
not a
out
year,
for
but-
quite a while with that elbow issue. Right? That elbow one?
Yeah, that was a big one.
Yeah. Killer says, we are in the last days of the PG pussy era. We hope, but it's probably, who knows.
We will definitely see.
We're going to find out what's going to happen. I mean, in 3 months, we're going to find out for sure. Where I was like, do you think top stars like Bayley have a big say on the direction their character is heading? Under Triple?
But
Kinda,
so
but
I
not
have
really.
a question. If you think that it's going to end, wouldn't it end now? Because SmackDown's on
USA?
USA.
And not on Fox?
Like, it's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
And so it's in its new home, so it can be what it's going to be. Or are you just saying that Raw is going to be the only one that's not PG?
They're just going to start saying F words and boobs and vaginas everywhere.
Just throwing it out
Just
there.
throwing it out there. Robbie says, do you think top stars like Bayley have a big say on the direction their character is heading?
Probably not, but maybe. I mean, I would say no. But some. Like, especially if they come up with new ideas. But Bayley's still using damage control. Like, how weird is that? Like, when she came out as damage control stuff, I'm like...
Yeah, I don't know why they decided that she needed to be put in another thing, right? I mean, that's the weird part, right? Is that she's put in another group.
She's not in a group now.
I know, she's by herself, and then she's like helping all these weird... It's like they're like, well, we don't want to put this stuff on you, but we want you to be the person that like helps all these other loser pants like maybe get it, so we're going to put you there. Killer says this era in WWE 2025 should be called the MA Hardcore era. Are you just talking for Raw? Because SmackDown's not going to do anything different. So he says the main event for Bad Blood hasn't been decided yet. They are thinking about hearing fans' opinions before making the decision. Oh, that's so cool. So they're going to do a Tony Khan thing?
What is it?
Triple H thing?
What are you saying?
The main event for Bad Blood hasn't been decided yet. They are thinking about hearing fans' opinions before making the decision.
Right.
That's how Tony Khan runs his business. My God, it's like the same thing. It's happening. Like, it is just a clone. That's gross. Chris says, oh, yes, Tiffy getting choked is nice. Oh, good God, that happened?
Yeah. By Naya.
Oh, what'd she choke her with?
Her hand.
Oh, why?
She said if this
What
ends
did she
bad for
do?
me, it ends worse for you or something like that.
What was it that ends bad?
Just what happens at the pay-per-view.
Oh, really? My.
Bayley won, by the way.
Oh, I bet she did.
She beat the quitter.
Did she... Oh, she beat the quitter. That makes sense. The quitter probably gave up anyways. Ravi says, Tiffany, is she championship material?
Meh.
I think they need a mid-card championship and she'd be perfect for that. I think it just depends. Like, her character doesn't allow, like, a lot of, like, talking, like, on good points, I guess you could say. Unlike Chelsea Green. Like, she can just keep up and talk, and, like, her character allows for, like, snotty attitude stuff, where Tiffany's more of, like, a, I don't know. I don't even know how to say it. People pleaser kind of character, almost. Like, she's out for herself, but at the same time. So he says they are setting up a Tiffany turn on Nia, and Ravi says Nia Jax doesn't use her size to her advantage enough. Chris says uno, and then Ravi said dos, and then Ravi says you must be behind Travis because I can see a knight. I'm on adverts now. And then Sophie said, where's D? And then Ravi said, Camelo Hayes going to do in Ham tonight. And then Sophie said, we are supposed to get another hurricane like next week. WWE wants Malachi Black back. Well, his wife's there. Why wouldn't they? Problem of it is he has mental health problems, so I'm not sure how well they'd be able to deal with it. No, that's the reason why he was off air for a while there, is because he had a mental breakdown, basically. So I don't know. And I don't even know on AEW how much he's used or where he's at or where his group is or what they're doing. The only person that would know are people who are major AEW fans, and they watch all of it. They'd have to watch Rampage and Collision to tell us where he's at or where you see him. What? Robbie says in the UK there's no picture-in-picture for SmackDown. You get to Friday and you feel shattered. That's how I feel, usually. Like, it makes for... Fridays are like the day that by the time it's like 6 o'clock at night, it's like, it's bedtime. I'm done. Exhausted, stressed out, all done. Let's see, Sophie said that Vince documentary was good, and then Robbie says, I just got in 20 minutes from hanging with my mate. Wow. So he says CM Punk said he doesn't expect any major changes when Raw moves to Netflix. Roman and Cody do have creative input on storylines and stuff.
Roman and Cody are different. But
And
yeah.
Robbie says Travis looks fucked tonight, ready to go to bed.
I am done. I can't even think, let alone.
Did you not eat today or drink water? That's why.
I know.
If he didn't eat and he didn't drink water, he's going to look like he's, like, dead. I did not eat today. Well, I guess I had a protein shake earlier. I chugged one down before I was So, other than that, I've only had some water, which wasn't much. So, yeah. It's been a day of not caring about ourselves, I guess.
I'm going to go make me some tuna fish.
Okay. Sorry, I made too much. Sophie says, I don't think SmackDown will move nights because there won't be any days to fit with every day. There is some sort of wrestling on it.
Who cares? They'll put them out of business.
Aww. Do we care about the other side, though, Sophie, if we're WWE? No, we don't. Even though they're the same thing. They just be competing with themselves. Killer says, you know, SmackDown was always PG. Well, why is it still PG? Sophie says there are people that are comparing Tony Khan to Vince with certain stuff that he does. Congrats to the Yankees for being division champs. And then Ravi says, does the protein shake do anything for you? Do you feel the benefit? Yeah, it makes it so I'm not starving to death. Carmelo Hayes went to the apron and then it died. Dead. Yeah, I think it said it didn't like the guy that's on there, so it said eh. Sophie says Mondays we got Raw, Tuesday there is NXT, Wednesday AEW, Thursday Impact, Friday SmackDown. One more time, Sophie. WWE does not give a rat's ass patootie about other companies. They only care about themselves. They are not going to care about Impact. They're not going to care about AEW. The only thing they're going to care about is beating them and taking away their views. That's it. And if they really wanted to do that, they should put SmackDown on fucking Wednesdays. That'd be hilarious.
SmackDown on Tuesday and NXT on Wednesday.
Oh, that'd work too. Although they did have AEW and NXT fighting in parts for that one time.
That NXT was bad. It had a bunch of midgets. It was like Kylie O'Reilly.
Yeah, and now they're all over the other stuff, and now the guy who ran it's running this crap, and he's making it just as stupid.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Get rid of the NXT roster that they have now might pull more people.
All right, Robbie says, is it a good idea to substitute a couple of meals for a protein shake? Actually, you shouldn't really substitute meals for it. What you want to do is use it for the protein itself to add to like a meal type situation, not really substitute. Because protein shakes usually don't have all the nutrients that you need. They're just protein with maybe some other stuff added. Like, you're not talking like, you know, Ensure or something where it's like an actual meal replacement, which has all your vitamins and minerals and stuff plus some protein. It's different. Sophie says WCW almost took WWE out of business.
Sure did.
Yeah, they did. But that was back in the day when people actually gave a rat's ass about wrestling.
They also had Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, they had some pretty, big people.
Goldberg.
Let's see. Ravi's like, this match is bad 100. Well, it is because of what it is. But yeah, it's bad. It's bad.
I mean, Triple H has to realize that these guys have wrestled 6 times, and each match is shittier than the last.
Are they going to make it a tie so that they have to do it again? I feel like that's what we're going for, right? That's what's going to happen, right? Oh my god, the holy shits are happening.
Holy shit. Did they mute it?
They're muting. Holy bleep. Holy. We have no idea what else is happening. And we can't hear what the fucking commentators are saying. That shit's got to stop. That's fucking retarded. Oh, Sophie's like, NXT does have some main roster talent on it bi-weekly, it sounds like. And then Sophie also asked, did Ido get hit with a hurricane? Of course we did.
It's going to be 90 tomorrow. Hurricane weather.
Oh god, what's this? Oh yeah? Oh, it's LA Knight. What's he doing?
Yeah, he attacked him.
Oh, is he going to attack Carmelo Hayes?
Yeah.
Are they going to make it so Carmelo Hayes gets his title because they don't want LA Knight to be the winner anymore and they want that weirdo piece of crap to be it?
Uh-oh. There it is. 1, 2, 3.
Of course.
While you're young, you don't know anything, really.
When you're young, you don't really know anything, really. It's true. And when you're old, you don't really know things either. I hate everything there is to hate about Carmelo Hayes. So I guess he's doing something right. Like, you just hate him. I'm kind of like hate but indifferent about hating him. Are you going to show me the nail one? Thank you. I'm always interested in meeting interesting people. Ow.
Cries.
Oh, poor monster. That's funny.
I'm playing it again.
Robbie says it's sure a couple patients where I work have them. I bet they do. They're just meal replacement type stuff. That's all. Sophie says the last 2 episodes of the Vince documentary does talk about the alleged stuff. Do you expect the Vince documentary to show up on the USA Network at some point? Nah. Netflix owns it. No. There's no way they're going to sell it to USA. Robbie's like, KO and Randy as a tag team, yo.
Yeah, in the main event.
Sophie says Vince Sr. didn't want what the WWE eventually became.
That's all right. Wasn't his anymore. What do he want? It just a regional promotion? It would have went out of business.
It would have went out of business quick.
It was bound to happen that one of those companies was going to get TV deals. And it just happened to be the one in New York.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, he's so mad.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't hear what happened with him and Randy, so. Uh-huh. I bet you would. Mm-hmm.
It's Tits McGee. Reckoning. Is that dumpster match tonight? Hell yeah.
Up next. She'll somehow win over Piper. She shouldn't, but she will. Sophie said, Ravi said, yeah, I tried one before. Chocolate flavor wasn't bad. Yeah, the chocolate flavored ones are usually not too shabby. They cover up the grossness of them most of the time. Sophie says he wanted to be, like, not mainstream. So Travis just said, like, he wanted to keep it, like, localized and stuff, which it would have been dead within probably 5 years. Sophie says, I don't know what Vince Jr. was on the David Letterman show. And Sophie says they touched on Stephanie leaving, but she didn't say why she left the WWE. And Sophie says the dumpster match is next week on the Go Home show. Oh, it's next week? So they're going to fight twice? So Meechin and what's her face are going to fight twice? They're fighting
Piper?
this week and next week? Yeah.
She's probably doing Piper this week, and next week maybe Green.
So Green is the one that's in the garbage dumpster match?
Probably.
Oh, yeah, it probably is, because she's the one that was out there making all that stuff about it, huh? She was like, ha 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 ha, dumpster. She's like, I'm at Meechin's home. I remember that. That's right. Sophie's like, Meechin fights Piper tonight. Yeah, they just said it's up next. We got that. Yeah. And then we
It's
figured out it was Green
either
next week
Tits
for
McGee or Reckoning.
the dumpster. Okay. Well, she's a loser in my book, but whatever. I'm pretty sure she's an abuser of people, too. I'm pretty sure she's killing her husband slowly.
Killing him softly with his song.
Sophie says we haven't seen a ladder match on free TV in a while.
Yeah. It's only $1.
Only $1.
I need to get an X chair. They have to be expensive if you have to bid on a payment plan.
Ooh, which one was it? The
X chair.
Ooh, yeah. There's no way they're cheap by any means.
I don't know what expensive and cheap is. Like $1,000? They're probably more, which is dumb.
Probably.
It ain't no lazy boy.
Maybe it's supposed to feel like a lazy boy. Sophie said AJ Styles' contract is also set to expire. Ravi says me yams the feeder and limits Lee can't say no. LOL. That's a possibility as well.
Ooh. I want to watch They Live too.
They Live too?
No, just They Live also.
Oh. Did you say we were watching something else?
Well, I was looking at that one I've been wanting to watch, that 80s
Oh,
movie.
yeah, that 80s one, yeah.
The
I've got
Last
nothing
American
to do.
Virgin.
Will you be able to stay awake through 2 movies? Oh. Sophie said they're making these go-home shows for both SmackDown and Raw actually mean something. AJ Styles finally comes back to WWE TV. Wonder where he has been. I don't know. Maybe he...
Spending time with his wife and kids.
Who knows, Sophie?
The only reason he was champion is because Brock, by the way. He was Brock for his title reign. Because Brock didn't want Jinder Mahal.
Right.
And so he's like, I'm not wrestling Jinder Mahal.
That's sad.
Yeah.
Why? Because he was big?
No, just because he's goofy.
Oh. Well, as if AJ Styles isn't goofy. Why? I thought they didn't like each other anymore.
Who?
AJ Styles and her. Didn't they break up and fight? In their little
she
group?
was just with that other group more. Because he was a dick. That's alright.
Look.
It's Piper Niven and Chelsea Green.
At least she didn't say her name all stupid this time. Hated it when they said her name the other way. It was so annoying. It's like, Chelsea.
That's the other girl.
Yeah, she's a dumb bitch.
Yeah. Manatee.
Let's see. Ravi says Mia Yim's with the cheap-ass makeup and bad costume. Sophie says maybe the tag match at Bloodline. Bloodline will, at Bad Blood, will set up war games. Maybe. And then Sophie says the last episode of the Vince documentary talked about Chris Benoit.
That's weird.
Why would they talk about him? They're trying to make it like it was Vince's fault that he killed his family. Nope, that was Chris Benoit's fault. He made the choices. He did it. He could have made any choice to leave, to not do it, to call somebody. He could have just killed himself instead of his whole family. No excuses. That guy's a piece of shit. Robbie's like, where did it fall off for, what's her face? The gross one you don't like.
Piper?
Tits McGee. You don't like.
Oh,
You like Piper
Reckoning?
more than you do the other one. Don't even start.
Reckoning's been shitty since she started.
You smell terrible.
Poor Piper. She's gonna lose to this nobody.
Yep, basically it's gross. Does that mean if she loses that Chelsea will win?
Yeah. I mean, hopefully, but they just need to show Chelsea more. She looks really good.
Yeah, I don't know why they don't. And she's hilarious. Like, who the fuck would want to listen to her talk and the way she does stuff? It's so funny. Oh, good God.
Piper.
Good job, Piper. You kill her. Murder with murder. I've never seen a garbage person dressed like that in my day.
In my entire life was what.
Oh, what he said? Oh,
Yeah.
in my entire life.
Because it's Chelsea. She's dressed as a garbage.
Why does Michael Cole hate her so much? He hates all the pretty ladies. It's weird. It's kind of suspicious.
Don't be suspicious.
That's weird. That's suspicious. I was like, that, and then Sophie says if SmackDown does go 3 hours, I expect them to announce it like a couple weeks before it. And then Sophie says they kind of did blame Vince was the reason why Chris Benoit died, and Vince said Chris Benoit was nuts and Steve Austin didn't think CTE was a real thing. Well, we do know that the concussion stuff is a real thing. They have studies on it and everything with everybody in any sport that has any kind of head injuries. So we know that that's true, but what we don't know is what caused him to go cray-cray, because he was doing steroids as well. So in all reality, the mix of everything could have caused it, but he had choices, Sophie. And he made the choice
To kill a
to
child.
kill a child
And an innocent woman.
and an innocent woman instead of just himself. He could have just killed himself. He could have done it. He could have just that. And that's it. Like, he did not have to take his family with him in his disgustingness and leave one kid alive to, like, deal with all the shit of it. Like, that's even more gross. Like, yeah, I don't blame anybody but him. Like, the blame falls on the shoulder of the person who did it. Which is Benoit. He did it. He did it. Let's see. Sophie, when did you start hating watching wrestling?
Yeah. You just start hating it. Probably Raw, because it's so long.
5 years ago. August 5th.
If Raw wasn't so damn long, it probably wouldn't be such a big deal.
Sophie says I could somehow see Netflix do like a part 2 of the Vince documentary.
Oh, yeah? What would they get out of it?
I don't know what they would get out of it. But I think, personally, that because of the supposed hours and hours and hours of stuff that they supposedly have, and they only condensed it down to what they did and only took parts of it to make certain things look bad, that he should sue them. For all they're worth. For not portraying everything in the documentary as they should. Documentaries aren't your biased opinion, people.
If he's healthy enough and he's got, say, 10 more years, that he buys another company and they go to number 1 and then they did it like as a comeback story.
Right.
I'd be okay with that.
Yeah.
Reckoning just got nailed by Piper. Here's another cannonball.
Oh, no, not a cannonball. Mocked by the internet internally. I highly doubt anybody's going to be mocking it. It'd have to be really bad for
Would
them
you
to
go
mock
outside
it.
and watch the Garbage Man if he dressed like her?
Me, Jim?
No.
Oh, Chelsea?
Green.
Does the Garbage Man look like Chelsea?
Yes.
If the Garbage Man looks like Chelsea and is dressed like Chelsea, yes, I would go outside and watch the Garbage Man. I'd be like, wow.
There's a lot of trash cans out there. Pick them up.
This is awesome. Who are you? You're new.
Do you need some help? You would. So she's got gloves on and the outfit,
Yes.
which makes it even funnier.
Yes. And she like brought out her like a garbage can with her and shit, which is even funnier. Tonight's headlines.
Get her, Piper. Piper's gonna lose,
Of course.
which is sad.
It's gross. I find it gross personally, but whatever.
She's
They're like,
basically
"No."
gonna lose to nobody.
Yeah, that's the worst part of it.
A second-rate C+ player.
I mean,
Oh,
Piper is basically, I would think she's a solid at least B.
yeah, she's definitely a B+ even if they use her right.
Got that one a little bit too short. Looks weird.
Which one?
That one.
It's fine.
Compared to that one, it looks weird.
That's because it's round.
Yeah. And I got it a little bit shorter. Oops.
You gotta file the tip. Chelsea has her $1 million legs. Oh no! Piper went into the trash. Here it is.
Oh no.
Reckoning with the dub. Or Tits McGee, whatever you want to call her.
Were you expecting somebody?
Oh, somebody knocked.
Oh, I thought I heard something.
It's still light outside. Or I'd go get the chicken.
Yeah. All right. Oh, let's see. Oh, so it was like 100 hours, and I've been working on it for 4 years. Oh, I thought you said 200 hours before. I was just going by what you said before. Sophie said, Vince even said if WrestleMania 1 wasn't a success, WWE would have been done right now. Sophia says, wonder which wrestling figure will get the Netflix documentary treatment next. Most of the Netflix documentary was filmed before all the alleged stuff happened. Wow, back-to-back bangers. You guys seem distracted by something lately. Yeah.
No.
Distracted.
No distractions going on here.
Styles returns next Friday. If everybody's excited.
AJ Styles.
Sophie says, I'm guessing the Reckoning and the Good Brothers aren't the thing anymore. And I'm surprised the tag ladder match isn't on pay-per-view.
Well, there's no tag team in there that's worthy of a pay-per-view. Street Profits have been sucky lately. DIY is terrible. And the Bloodline, it's not the real Bloodline. It's not the Usos.
I don't know who the fuck they are, but they're gross.
The Tiny Tongan and his brother. No,
They
thank
seem
you.
lame.
Yeah, that doesn't even deserve to be on a pay-per-view. Not even a pre-show of a pay-per-view. They let him talk.
Who are they letting talk? The short, weird Mr. Spaghetti Man?
No, he's a pretty good talker, actually. No, the other...
Oh, the other weird
The
guy?
other Tongan,
the
not the
Wachati guy?
Tiny Tongan. No, he's the one that always talks.
He doesn't really talk. I don't think he knows how to talk.
Love to see the Lucha Bros and some other tag teams come over to WWE, and I'd love to see Triple H care about the tag team division.
Yeah. It won't happen, but you know.
He's been just as bad as Vince, and I thought he would be the savior of the tag team division, especially with Karrion Kross and the AOP. I thought that was going to change the game.
Right?
And AOP has lost every time they've been in a match.
Yeah, like they have done nothing. Like they're just like, hey, well, we're going to put an at now. This is much better. This weird crap right here. This is way better. Randy Orton and Kevin tonight. Solo and the other guy.
Yeah, Jacob.
That's what's happening tonight.
Right.
What, they let her say hell yeah? What? Ridiculous.
Cardi B, former dancer. Exotic dancer.
Not surprising. Do you think she was dancing while she was trying to like record music?
I don't know. Is she any good at music?
The crap's playing in the background if you can hear it.
I don't listen to women rap. Never have.
I don't know what to base it off of, if it's good or not. So
The only one that I ever heard rap that was any good was what was her name? Missy Elliott did okay. I liked her, but she didn't really rap. She kind of did a weird rap sing thing.
Ooh, yeah.
And then trying to remember who the hell it was. It was pretty good. Iggy Azalea or something like that. And it was only because she, like, and the song's actually kind of stupid, but it has her and Jennifer Lopez in it. And they both have butts. And so it's a butt song. And she says something about Jenny from the Block or whatever. It just sounded cool. I have no idea the name of the song. I guess that one girl's a rapper now, too. That Catch Me Outside one.
Oh, yeah, that weird one. They all think they can do it, but they all sound like stupid. Sophie's like, will AJ Styles coming back as a heel or face?
Hopefully a heel. Keep that going where he was.
And then it says, a 2-night SummerSlam in 25. I thought the first 2-night SummerSlam was going to happen in 26.
Nope. You were wrong for thinking. Just kidding. No, hopefully AJ goes up against, like, Hayes and puts him out. And then Andrade, not puts him out, but, like, those types, because those are perfect for him.
Right.
Because he's like a tweener. He can wrestle big guys, but he'd be better against smaller guys.
Mm-hmm.
I really would like to see the Street Profits be really good or break up.
Yeah, one or
Because
the
I don't
other.
like what they are now. They're
Right,
trash,
whatever they
lose
are.
all the time.
Sophie says it looks like the War Raiders are coming back with their names they had in NXT before they got called up to the main roster.
That's cool. That's the Viking Raider.
Oh, they're coming back?
So Eric's healthy?
Huh.
Because Eric was hurt, and we were worried he might not come back.
Remember when the War Raiders got called up to the main roster and they called themselves the Viking Experience?
Yes.
Yeah.
For like a day.
Yeah. And then they became the Viking Raiders and were that way for like a couple years. Sophie says, funny, WWE working with both Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion the past few weeks. SmackDown doesn't have that many heels for Cody to feud with.
A for Apple, J for Jalopy. Styles. Didn't they already have a little feud? Cody might be turning heel a little bit. Either that or Kevin Owens. You're seeing that conflict happen, which would be great for the Royal Rumble time. Cody to wrestle Kevin Owens.
Ooh, yeah. Premium Live.
They're going to be hosting it.
So if it says it looks like they are turning Naomi Hill. Oh, the quitter.
Yes, she's dressed as a fucking Uno card. I said it earlier.
Good God, what the fuck?
She had to have played Uno or something as a kid and just decided that
To love it so much that she wanted to be an Uno card at some point.
I was just wondering if it was a draw 4 or a wild. See, Uno. Everybody knew.
Uno out.
That didn't look like a heel turn. That doesn't even make sense. Tiffany needs to wear different clothes. I mean, what the fuck?
So he says The Rock is still a wild card, though. Like, we don't know when he is coming back to face Cody. Jay winning the IC championship was a shock, and he won the same championship his father and cousins have won.
That's all right. Hopefully it's just for a minute.
Sounds lamey to me.
Maybe they were doing it to push Braun at a world championship or something.
Right?
It's just weird because I don't see Braun beating Gunther, but somebody's got to beat him eventually. It's just a little early.
Right. No, it really is.
But they can start his march to WrestleMania against Gunther. You know, I mean, we're almost at the Royal Rumble.
It's
What are
the
we-
Royal Rumble anyways, February.
It's February 1st, I think. Or that time.
Around that time.
Yeah. Whatever that Saturday is.
Great, we could have him at his entrance again. So amazing.
Wonder if he could walk slower, though. He, like, walks and stops. He's like, kid, I'm not going to sign your title belt.
It's like, here's my belt. You should
He's
sign it.
dangling. That's as close as Cody's going to get to having a belt anytime soon.
Cody?
Or this guy, Randy.
Oh, Randy? Oh.
Old Randall.
So he says the CW is airing the Behind the Curtains documentary, but this time new footage that for some reason didn't make the YouTube version. Maybe Jay winning will somehow set up his return to the Bloodline storyline.
Yeah, that's what we're waiting for. Maybe somehow they'll turn on him and then he'll lose the title. I don't see how it's going to play out, but it's got to happen. Unless they're going to move LA Knight over and bring the U.S. title over. Like, switch them.
That's a possibility.
It's Tiffy time. That sure said that. We already saw Tiffy. It was already Tiffy time.
Tiffy time.
'Cause she's at the Tiffy top, but she dresses terrible for her body. Have you ever seen I Love You, Beth Cooper, or whatever?
That sounds familiar. Like I've seen it. Maybe even with you or something.
He's the nerdy guy. He's got a really big nose. And at the graduation, he tells her how much he loves her in his valedictorian speech.
Sorry, say that again.
Oh.
I'm sorry, I was reading something that was important. I was trying to pay a bill. Sorry.
It's fine. I just said that it was a graduation. He's got a really big nose, and he told her how much he loves her during his valedictorian speech.
Okay.
And then she comes up to him and says thank you. And then they come to his party to be like a dick because he's having a party because his parents are out of town.
Right.
And they come there, and then they start hanging out, and then she and him, they all leave together.
Mm-hmm.
Ringing a bell yet?
I mean, I'm pretty sure I've seen the movie,
Right.
but I don't know who the guy is.
I don't care about the guy.
Oh,
the
okay.
girl, the Beth Cooper,
Okay.
reminds me of Tiffy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
She's got that round face. And the lawnmower going.
Yeah.
Got his nails.
I don't know if he'd let me file him. He sometimes lets me play with his feet, but not his back feet.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, pet me. Don't do it with my feet.
Rex Zolty.
Sophie says, do you think Cody will lose the WWE Championship to Roman whenever we get the third match between the two?
If WWE is smart, yes. Because you got to put it on him again. He can't just have one legendary title run. He has to have two.
True.
If he wants to be lead. Hogan had two. Flair's had two. Bruno Sammartini, he had two. You got to have the two to solidify your claim. And since he has the longest title run of the two-belt era, it's pretty impressive.
Sausage.
Nobody eats their burrito like that.
How was it? Like on the side? Like,
Yeah, like corn on the
long?
cob.
Yeah. Only weirdos do it that way.
I guess you could chew through it, and then you'd have two pieces, and you could eat them. Like
Yeah, but it'd be weird. Like, it's still weird no matter what. Like, I mean, I get it if you don't want it to be all like, oh, I'm not putting a long thing in my mouth. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it, but it would be cleaner that way, and the shit wouldn't be falling out the side or back.
Nothing. I don't know why it's being so weird.
Because it's what it does. Last Monster Standing match. Too bad that match isn't going to last an hour and a half.
Yeah.
I'd rather watch that than the rest of the shit they'll probably have.
Oh, yeah, true.
Hexclad.
Hexclad.
Yeah, I get messages from them still.
Do you?
Yeah. From when I bought that shit like 2 years ago. It'll be 2 years in February, but
You could make me feel bad even more.
Yeah. Totally.
Sophie says, I think I heard of I Love You, Beth Cooper. Haven't seen it, though.
It's pretty funny. It's a good one. I like it. It's one of my favorite high school romance ones.
Right?
Like, She's All That. And what's the other one with the Jennifer Love Hewitt? Mandy is her name.
Can't Hardly Wait?
Yeah.
No. Is it that one?
I think so. Yeah.
Is it the Can't Hardly Wait one?
Mm-hmm. And then there's the 80s ones, obviously. And there's a shit ton of those, like 16. And I've never seen Pretty in Pink. I need to watch that stupid show. I'll probably just watch it by myself one of these days.
Oh, yeah? Do you want to watch it with me?
I can. It doesn't matter. I just need to watch it. I watched Saint Almost Fire by myself.
You did.
And it changed my whole entire life.
I'm just surprised you'd never seen it. It was
Not
shocking.
only had it's like The Outsiders. Not only had I not seen it, I had never heard of it. Because my family wasn't into those types of movies. They were into like trailer trash horror films.
Right.
Like fucking Razor Edge or whatever his name is. What's the guy with all the spikes in his head?
A pinhead,
Yeah.
Pinhead. Something.
Well, it's Pinhead, but Razorhead.
Hellraiser.
Hellraiser, yeah. That shit. That's what we watched in the 80s growing up.
Right.
I watched Poltergeist like 17 times. I need to watch that show to see if I even like it as an adult.
Poltergeist?
Yeah.
That's funny.
I know it has that midget lady in it. It kind of freaks me out a little bit, but
That freaks you out. Like, it freaks me out sometimes.
she's the one with that weird voice. Remember her? Remember her?
Yes.
It's all high pitched.
That feel weird? That feel weird?
She's like, I don't know what that is, but it's gonna go in my mouth.
He's like, I'm going to bite your hand. Oh, that made it sharp.
That's what we needed.
I was making better daggers, buddy. It's better daggers.
I've seen what you do with your right hand. No, thank you.
Ew. Gross. Need some Levins now? Oh, good boy, huh? Yeah, you are. Sophie said, how was AEW Dynamite?
It was good, I think. I can't remember it, but
Sophie says, Jimmy Uso must be coming back soon at some point.
I would assume so. They need the tag team division to get stronger. I was hoping the Lucha Bros would show up too.
Sophie says they have plenty of time to give us Roman versus Cody 3. They could do it a Saturday night at Saturday Night Main Events or even that first Raw Netflix episode.
That seems a little early. I was thinking more like after WrestleMania or something.
Right.
Because I feel like Kevin has to wrestle Cody, and maybe even Randy has to wrestle Cody before the Roman one.
Sophie says at least the pay-per-view is starting at 3 p.m. your time, so by the time the pay-per-view is over, it will be dinner time for you and almost bedtime for me.
I think it's 4 our time. Isn't it?
Maybe. Sophie says, I saw Pretty in Pink. I tried watching St. Elmo's Fire, but for some reason I got bored and stopped watching.
Oh my god, it was the greatest show I've ever seen. I can
Very good.
honestly say that it was my favorite 80s movie that I didn't watch until like 2020.
Right.
And I put it above The Breakfast Club for sure. And that's a huge accomplishment. That's one of the best.
Sophie says, I could see that last Monster Standing match to be the main event, and I could see the WWE giving that match the entire hour if they wanted it to. We also have to see The Rock versus Cody. Why?
I don't want to see that. I don't see... I mean, obviously, I think they'll do it if The Rock doesn't have any jobs or anything. But I just don't see why we'd want that. I wouldn't mind The Rock and Roman, of course. That needs to happen. But now it doesn't even make any sense because of this weird bloodline split. It almost makes me wonder if this is what they had planned with The Rock running it.
Oh.
And the fans turned so hard on him because of the Cody screw job where they took Cody out.
Right.
And so now they're just playing it out anyways, but with Solo. And so it's like a Wish version of what could have happened.
Right. Like they thought it was going to be a cool idea, and then they're like, this didn't really turn out as cool as we thought it should.
Well, I mean, there's no legitimacy with Solo. He's like Paul Heyman, but less athletic. And he doesn't talk as good.
It's true. And I don't know why. I don't know if they got rid of Paul Heyman because they wanted him to be with Roman only, or...
He's back. I mean, he will be back. Roman's bringing him back. Guaranteed he'll be back. Three of them. Go for 4. That table just don't break.
Yeah, it doesn't break anymore. It's weird. I don't understand it.
It's pandemonium!
Pandemoniums. Sophie says, I don't think we will see Rock versus Roman at Mania 41. They teased Rock versus Cody the night after Mania, and The Rock did pin Cody on night 1 at Mania. And Robbie says, the Team U version more like.
I don't know. Wish is worse than Team U.
Sophie says, Paul Heyman keeps saying we are still in the 3rd inning of the Bloodline storyline. Who will come back first, Paul Heyman or Jimmy Uso?
I think we'll get Paul Heyman first. But we could also get them both at the same time.
So much magic. Robbie says, wasn't the table made of some materials that were meant to break? It used to be.
Velcro, yeah. I think they tape it up now.
Like when they don't really want the, whatchamacallit to be.
It's so weak.
I guess.
They probably
I don't
want
know.
it to be a little stronger so it looks more realistic.
Maybe.
When you do a swanton bomb off the top rope or something.
Possibly. Sophie says, High Potential is a great show. I'm liking it. Something about it is so cool.
Yeah, I watched it. Had my mom watch it.
Yeah? Does she like it?
I don't know. I haven't talked to her about it. I can't believe it's Friday already. And I was talking to her on Tuesday when it came out.
That's funny.
It's
Right.
like, what the fuck? I feel like I just talked to her yesterday. Old Sokoa.
So it says, who knows how long it takes them to rebuild the desk after every show. And for some reason, High Potential is off next week. Weird.
Maybe there's a debate or something. I don't know. What is next week?
October 1st is next Tuesday.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know anything that would be happening on that day. Unless there is, like, a debate or something. Uh-oh.
Oh no, Samoan, whatever it was. And if the announce desk didn't finish the job, Solo has.
Solo with the stink face. Learned that from his Faja.
Ew, stink face Faja. That's funny.
Bailey defeated Naomi. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, another stink face. Oh, 2 stink faces.
Kitty. So it's like next week, pretty soon Halloween comes. Halloween is kind of weird. There are some years we don't get any trick-or-treaters, and there are some years we get lots of trick-or-treaters.
Yeah, and this year's going to be one of those off ones. Because it's in, like, the middle of the week, isn't it?
Probably.
I think it's a Thursday or something. It could be a Wednesday. Do you believe in magic? Like a blah, blah, blah. Thursday.
Mm.
Oh, big right hand to Kevin Owens' face. You know, what's crazy to me is that kids that are watching now, and when I say kids, I mean like, say 12 to 0.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to grow up, and in like 15 years or whatever, they're going to be like, do you remember that Kevin Owens? Like, I feel bad for their generation. Like, Kevin Owens, shit.
Right.
Sami Zayn, shit. DIY, shit.
True.
Hermie, shit. Like, they gotta grow up with all these guys, and they're gonna be like, oh, they're so good. It's like, dude, that was the dark days of wrestling.
For like 12 years. Just kidding. Sophie says, I think Halloween on a school night kind of stinks for the kids because they don't have that much time to go trick-or-treating.
Right. It's dark early and all that, yeah. But you gotta have those other wrestlers, right? Like the B-listers. Your Corporal Kirchners and your...
Yeah.
Nikolai
I mean, you can't have
Volkov.
all top-notch guys,
Right.
right? It'd be weird. Top-heavy. All weird. Who would they fight? Robbie's like, Randy walked into that one. Ooh, that's good. So he says there could be kids who end up taking a break from watching wrestling for a while. And Robbie's like, just don't ask for the trick, D. I won't. Don't worry. What's going on with your ear? Why is it so itchy?
Oh! Uh-oh. This thing's not coming back, is it?
No. It's on the inside. On the inside itchy.
Randy just getting it done.
Robbie's like, depends on what you consider top guys. Well, I don't know what's considered top guys.
The top guys that they have right now are Gunther, Cody, Roman. Right? That's your top. That's your top. I don't even know if I put Gunther up there. But Gunther's really close to those guys.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're pushing him a little harder than he probably needs to be. But, and then you've got your next tier, like Randy Orton.
sure there's others.
AJ Styles, all right. He's older, but so is Randy. This Jacob Fatu has potential.
Howling dogs.
Either that or music.
So it's like most of Florida was flooded during the hurricanes, and who do you count as mid-card guys right now?
Mid-card's easy, like Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, what's his name? Hermie. You've got LA Knight, Jey Uso. Braun Breaker. Andrade. And then you have your lower guys like Carmelo Hayes, your Bloodline guys like Solo and the other two Tongans. DIY, Karrion Kross, the New Day.
Anybody else? I'm sure there's more.
Street
Probably.
Profits, which irritates me, by the way, but they are the low card. They're C guys. If you're doing grade.
So it says maybe we'll see a Cody, Roman, Kevin Owens, Orton War Games team for Survivor Series. And Robbie's like, RKO and it's lights out. So he says, does Logan Paul count as a mid-card guy or a main event guy?
He's a main event guy. But he's not a A-plus guy. He's just a main event guy because of his name. Talent-wise, if he wrestled all the time and just was wrestler, never was famous on YouTube, he would be like a B+, A-. But he brings so much star power that he's a main eventer. I mean, he's probably brings like 1 million more eyes.
Robbie's like, Cody fucked up. Did he fuck it up? Or is it people shouldn't be, he got thrown into the ref. No, Kevin Owens is fucking it up himself by paying attention to Cody. That's not a Cody fuck.
2 super kicks. Referee broke his ankle. Well, Kevin asked Cody nicely not to come, and then Randy asked him nicely to come out. So my thing is why would you play your music? Just come out.
I don't know.
You don't need to play your music.
Yeah, they should have hid. So it was like I saw a video of Jake Paul. He looked like he gained a lot of weight.
That's interesting. He has a boxing match coming up on November 15th against Iron Mike Tyson. So I'm hoping that he's not bulking up. Although he probably wants to fight at 200 plus.
Robbie's like, what a part, Cody. You can see KO versus Cody soon. Oh, yeah. Ew, so bad.
Pointing fingers. Because their family's falling apart. They had their names on there. Did you see that? Executive producers.
Did they?
Paul Lundquist and
They finally decided that they
and then Phil-
needed to give themselves some kind of
Phil-
stupid credit for nothing.
Yeah, and somebody else that I'd never heard of.
Oh, Pratt. Sorry, Robbie. It was a quick read. All right, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight for SmackDown. We'll be back again on Monday for Raw.
Dude, this shit that's on right now looks so funny.
So thanks again, everybody, for hanging out with us who did. We really appreciate it. You guys have a good weekend out there. Be safe. Make good choices.
We'll try to. Have a good weekend. We'll see you on Monday. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching Wrestling Guy.